that, you know, well, it is true. You almost broke the internet because there was a man...
I took my shirt off.
Yeah, exactly, and revealed that gorgeous long torso.
The torso.
That you do your underpants with your wife, too. So this guy is watching The Office on a plane. He had no clue who you were.
So the COVID mask is such a boon for traveling when you're a recognizable actor. So I wear mine everywhere. And here I am on a plane from Boston to LA. It's a 5-hour plane ride. The entire 5 hours and 27 minutes, the guy's watching The Office episodes right next to me. I've got my mask on right there. And then it was great because people want to know the resolution of the story. So I posted about it and people were freaking out. And as we were landing, I kind of nudged him. I'm like, you seem to like that show, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's my favorite show. And I was like, yeah, I heard it wasn't so good. Tell me about it. And then I was slowly taking my mask off. I was like, oh, this is going to be delicious. And he was like, yeah, well, it starts slow. You know, the first season's kind of weak, and you kind of got to get to know the characters a little bit. But if you stick with it, but I was like, oh, the first season's kind of slow, huh? It's not so good. It gets better later on, huh? And he's like, yeah, well, you know, and then he was like... And he couldn't believe it. It was a really beautiful, magical experience.
I'm so glad it ended that way because how does it feel when you're a part of something that someone sits and absorbs for 5.5 hours next to you, knowing that they're most likely eating this delicious meal and it's fulfilling them?
Well, it's been such a roller coaster ride. You know, we were almost canceled so many times when we first started, and then we were a big hit. And then we slowly dwindled. In the last several seasons, not many people were watching us. And then it went away. And then, like, you know, 2015, 16, 17, no one was thinking or talking about The Office. And then all of a sudden, the advent of streaming, and now it's on Peacock, and then COVID, it's insane. You're so lucky to be on any TV show, and then one that lasts, you're double lucky, and then one that is loved. You know, I'm really the luckiest man alive. We all are to have been a part of that, which is now a phenomenon.
It really is. There are games about it. People are the characters. Is it true that before you were... Wait, you lived in an abandoned beer factory?
Yeah. What's so weird about that? No, when I was a broke actor starting out in New York, I didn't have any money. I was out of acting school. There was we ran into this weird Dutch landlord, and he's like, I've got this abandoned beer brewery, and you can move in, and we're going to fix it into artist lofts. And we're like, ooh, lovely. That sounds fun. Artist lofts. It was just some kind of tax scam. He just wanted some people that were artists living there so he could, like, write the whole thing off. We didn't have heat. We didn't have running water. The front door was a loading dock door for, like, the beer truck. So I'd have to climb up the wall and, like, and go up and in. That was my front door. And then this was out in a really bad neighborhood of Brooklyn, and local kids thought it was hysterical to occasionally throw, like, bottles and rocks at us as we were climbing into our house where we lived.
Was there toilets?
There was a toilet down a floor, but you had to navigate the rats to get there. Yeah, but it was free. And I took my tips as a waiter, and I stuffed them into this pocket, and I had a big wad of cash, and then I was able to move out eventually.
So happy for your, like, journey and trajectory.
Look at me now, America.
I know!
Feast your eyes.
It's true, though! And now you have this new project.
Yeah. Where,
you know, the geography of Bliss.
That's right.
What is the geography of Bliss, and what are the coordinates? Where's Bliss?
Where is Bliss? Well, here we have a scene of me trying to find bliss in Bulgaria. I got to travel the world, and instead of sampling food, I got to search for happiness. So we went to Iceland, we went to Thailand, Bulgaria, Ghana, and even back home in Los Angeles, you know, asking the question, like, how do we find well-being? And are there clues that we can glean from other cultures to enrich our own lives?
What did you find out there?
I'll tell you what I found, and it really is pretty simple. It's pretty common sense, and that is, it's all about connection. It's all about the groups that you have. It's about family. It's about larger community. It's about grassroots. It's people coming together to be out in nature. It's people coming together to sing and make art. It's people coming together to do service to others. It's all us human beings, as we've learned during COVID. We need to stay connected. And it doesn't matter where you go, Iceland or Thailand, that's where real joy is found.
Thank you.
We got it.
Thank you, truly. Thank you so much. Rainn Wilson, The Geography of Bliss, premieres May 18th, streaming exclusively on Peacock.